Morning, welcome back to Big Board. Thought I'd take a look at Glory and Empire first victories, Wellington versus Napoleon. It covers the Battle of Vimiro and Rollica, or Rollica, depending on how redneck you are. And rather than, I know there's a couple of copies floating around, these are all production copies, so they're the sort of preview copies that folks can play with and use to promote or just get excited about, etc., etc. So I was not expecting this to arrive, which is awesome because I've got my copy ordered, and that means one of you will be receiving this as a free copy, as a giveaway at some point in the future. So that's nice. What I thought I'd do is, rather than just tear all the components out, I think we've already got a couple of videos of that floating around. I wanted to have a look at a couple of different things that are interesting in the game, and then talk about how I'm going to approach playing. There's a couple of items in the box that I think I'm going to use to explore the system versus my usual mode of gameplay. So the first thing, the counters, easy punch and all that sort of good stuff, and really nice thick stock too, by the way. If you can see that or not, but really nice thick stock. And in fact, I've got a Labatai counter here, so you can see significantly thicker, nicer feel, etc., etc. But here's the interesting thing: I didn't realize just how large the counters are. Right? These are freaking huge. Look at the difference. Look at that. Whoops, there's my camera's a little wonky today because I haven't tightened the screws up. Let's move this like this. Oh, I guess we're going to have issues now. There we go. And the back of the counter there, and the back of the counter for the other guy, this is from Labatai, by the way. From Labatai, I'm sorry. It's from Quatre Bras, the Quatre Bras module. And in fact, let me just slide those aside now so that I don't lose them. Well, look, I guess that's another thing we can look at too. I know I'm a lightweight. If I play this game, I usually use the Mary Louise rules. That's what the chickens use, apparently. All the weak of mind Napoleonic Labatai plays. Map. These are gorgeous maps, and there's no question about it. I would buy the entire series just so I could have the maps. But here's what is different about... let's see if I've got it here I can reach. Do I have the smaller map? I can not have to unfold so much. What is that? Is the small? Yeah, this is the small one. Because obviously with the larger counters, you need larger hexes, but this is a great way to see the difference in the size of the hexes here. I think we can see pretty clearly. Just more room to play, right? So I think this series is probably not going to be focused on trying to do the entire Battle of Eylau at this scale, right? It's going to look at details of battles, or sections of the battlefield, or smaller battles, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not sure I can imagine a Battle of Waterloo at this scale. That would be a lot of maps, right? Just because of the size of the counters and stuff like that. And here's the other interesting thing. This has got a somewhat of so the cardstock is thick for a start, very, very thick and robust, much, much nicer than the playtest copies that went out. And it's got a finish to it that I won't say it's waterproof. It's water resistant. I think this is gonna bubble off, and I don't have water handy to test right now, but certainly will be a robust thing. You're gonna probably want to play this under Plex just because of the thickness of the map. You can see how this is going to need to be. I gotta work out which way to fold it. There we go. It's going to sit up on the map, on the table. But these sit up on the table anyway as well, so no difference there. So there's that. That's one thing I want to share. Now the other, the two things I wanted to share. I'll put these back in the sprue real quick. Just get them out of the way. All right. Rather than me play, where are the cards? There's an entire solo system that comes with the game. Now we've got a lot of sun on the screen, so my apologies if this is hard to see. You've got these some are command cards and some are action cards. That's right. Here we go. So I don't know if you can see that. Okay, let me angle the camera this way a little bit. So I'm usually not a big fan of solo bots and AIs and things of that nature, but I am impressed that someone has made an effort to do this with a game at this level of detail and sort of the huge swag of what ifs that can happen and circumstances that can arise. And so I'm going to try. I won't be playing it with the full brigade rules. There's 3 sets of different rules in here. The soldier version, which is the basic game, the battalion version, and then the brigade version. And there's tables in here to serve a lot of that, and of course a substantial rule book to back all that up, right? But I'm going to use the simple version of the rules, and hopefully, and use the solo bot just to see how it plays for us, and if it's viable. Because if it is viable, if something like this is viable, then I think this opens a door for other game designers to start thinking about, how would I create a bot for Proud Monster, or for The Last Stand, or for the Russian campaign, or God forbid, Case Blue, right? Is that sort of thing even remotely possible? I don't know. I'm surprised that something's come out for this, so I want to see if this actually works. Now, it does have the caveat in here with I put these away, and I haven't even read the rules for this stuff, for the command game at all, for the solo bot at all, so I can't even comment on what any of these cards are, right, or what they do, or what it all means. Attack, reserve, none, who knows. Close, interim, and distant. I have no idea how to apply any of that or share any of that with you, but we're going to find out, and we're going to play, and if I can actually work the rules out to my satisfaction, I will play them a little bit live online perhaps. All right, so as I said, the counter sheets are fantastic. All the info counters have got the smaller counters, as you can see here, so they'll fit on there like so. Or behind is often what I do with this. Now, I've played the playtest version of this and quite enjoyed it. This was not in the game, I don't think, when I received it last. So these are just information cards with details about each of the units. I love these. These are really cool. It's a nice addition. They didn't need to do that. Just you can have these formations card set on the side if you want to have a quick look at what's the canister range and what's the effective range and long range. Boom, you got it right there. I like that. The rule book, spiral bound. Thank you, please. I've grown weary of these rule books where they're big wide format like this, and then you've got the different type of binding, that glue binding, and you the last word in every sentence is stuck on the edge of the rule book in the spine, and you can't read. This is great. So in fact, as you can see, I've got the solo assistant rules out. I am about to get started on that. Oh look, here's the description. So there we go. We could have had a look at that. I'm not going to worry too much about it right now because I'd be just guessing, and I don't want to waste your time with that. Let's see. Look, and this rulebook, is it substantial? Yes, it is. It's 130 plus pages. I think it rolls out to like 150, but that's designer notes and all the charts in the back as well, and examples full color examples and copies of the charts. What do we? Yeah, this doesn't even count as the pages here. Yeah, 160 pages, but once again, big, easy on the eyes format, just like the counters. And this is all of the rules, right, for the three. Oh, this is a companion book anyway. Fuck. Excuse my French. That's all the scenarios and all the details and all the historical reading and all the rest of it. Where is this the rules here? Here we go. Here's the core rules. And it's a whopper. There's no doubt about it. 125 with including notes, but big font. Lots of big diagrams in here. And as I said, let's see, that's part 3 brigade game. Let's see what the basic game, battalion game. It's got this nice little color coding on here. Can you see that? See the little red cannon? This is the battalion game. The brigade game is a green sword. And so you can find things in a musket for the soldiers game. So the soldiers game is going to clock in. There you go, 42 pages in big format. So regular 10, 11 point would be significantly less, probably in the 20 range, something like that. Lots of great charts here, which is kind of a calling card of the Lock and Load franchise, publishing franchise. They tend to overwhelm you with charts, but you've got everything you need, and you should be able to play the game depending on the level you're playing at, whether it's soldier, battalion, or brigade, using the charts, 80% of the time, 90% of the time, which is cool. All right, that's all I had to share. Just wanted to let you know we're going to be doing this with, as I said, the soldier system to start with, using the solo bot, and then I'll probably jump up to the brigade level, and we'll play it without the solo bot. And of course, it's got these little artillery templates, and I think this might be a charge template. I don't know. I forget. They did not come in the box last time. And the final thing, just real quick, these are the latex, or what do you want to call them, Gore-Tex maps. I've got the other one here underneath. I'm not going to lift the camera up and flip it over. You get the idea. It's all very attractive, and we will look forward to getting this on the table just as soon as we can. Unfortunately, it arrived literally the day after I put all of the counters on the map for another game, and I think making a pivot at this point would just cost me too much time. So we're gonna run with that other game. Then we'll be next on to Napoleonic in the Peninsula. All right, talk to you soon. Ciao.